Hello students, today we are going to do the second part of your chapter number 1, How Do Plants Live? Okay, so till now what we have learnt is that for our survival, for the survival of everyone on earth, plants are very important because plants perform photosynthesis and produce their food. We have already seen the equation of photosynthesis. Okay, carbon dioxide on reacting with water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight will give you glucose and oxygen. So glucose and oxygen are the byproducts of photosynthesis. Now we come to the activities. Now in the first activity you are going to prove the presence of starch in leaf. See, we told that in photosynthesis glucose is formed. Okay, glucose is stored in the form of starch. So we will be doing this activity and we will be proving that starch is present in the leaf. Okay, so what you will do is first you take a green leaf. After you have taken a green leaf, put it in a beaker with water and heat it. Now why are you heating it in water? So that the leaf becomes soft, and if any chemical reaction is going on in the leaf, it should stop. Okay, so you have done this first two steps. In the third step, the leaf is transferred in a test tube which contains alcohol. Now why are you putting it in alcohol? Because alcohol will remove the green color of the leaf and the leaf will become white. Okay, now this alcohol test tube is put in boiling water. Okay, all you can see in the diagram, the green color of the leaf is lost and it has become white. Now you wash the leaf in tap water. Okay, and then in the end you add iodine solution drops to it. As soon as you add iodine solution drops to it, the leaf will become blue black in color. Okay, and if the leaf becomes blue black on adding iodine, it means that starch is present in the leaf. And where did the starch come from? It came from photosynthesis. Okay, so thus we prove that there is the presence of starch in the leaf. Now we go to the second activity or activity number 2. In this we will prove that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Okay, so what are you going to take? You are going to take a coleus leaf. Okay, now this coleus leaf is partly green in color and partly it is pink in color. Okay, now photosynthesis only occurs in the green part and it does not occur in the pink part. But how will you prove this? You take a coleus plant, okay, in which some leaf is green, some leaf is pink, and you pluck one leaf out of it. Okay, then you make the outline of the leaf on a paper so that you know which portion was green and which portion was pink. Okay, then you repeat the steps that you did in the last activity. Okay, what were the steps? First you boil it in water, then you put it in alcohol, boil it in alcohol, then you wash it and then you put iodine solution. After you do all these 4 steps, you will see this will be your result. What is the result? That wherever there was green color, it turned blue black on adding iodine solution, because in these areas starch was formed, and where it was pink color there was no blue black color formed, because here photosynthesis did not take place and starch was not formed. So this proves that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Okay, did you understand this? Move on to activity number 3. The aim of the activity number 3 is to show that sunlight is important for photosynthesis. Okay, so we already know that whenever photosynthesis occurs, it occurs in the presence of sunlight. In night, no photosynthesis occurs. Raat mein there is no photosynthesis. Okay, but how will you prove it? Fine. So to prove it, you take a plant. Okay, and you keep that plant in a dark room for 2 days. For 2 days there will be no photosynthesis because it is in the dark room. So all the food that was earlier prepared by the leaf will be used up by the plant and the leaf will be de-starched. De-starched means all starch in the plant will finish. Okay. Now you see in the diagram, this is how you are going to put a black paper on the leaf. So put a black paper with a star shape on it on the leaf. Now in the areas where you have the black paper, their sunlight will not reach the leaf and the leaf will not be able to perform photosynthesis. So the leaf will perform photosynthesis only in the exposed part and in the star part. Okay. So you keep this leaf to the plant for some time in sun. Let it do photosynthesis. After that you remove this leaf. Okay, again repeat the steps that you did in activity number 1. Let's see, you have taken that leaf, you have put it in water and boiled it, then you have put in alcohol and you have boiled it in alcohol so that all the green color has gone away. You have washed it with water and then you have put iodine solution. After you put iodine solution, what will you observe? This is the result that you are going to observe. Okay, all the green parts, they have become blue black because starch was formed there, and in the part where you had the black paper, that has not turned blue black because there no photosynthesis occurred. So we can prove that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Understood this much? So that brings us to activity number 4. In activity number 4, we have to prove that oxygen is released during photosynthesis. Okay, now to prove that, what are you going to do? You are going to make this arrangement. What is this arrangement? You have taken a beaker. You have taken this beaker of water. In the beaker you have put a funnel, inverted funnel, and over the inverted funnel you have put a test tube. Okay, inside the beaker, the plant that you have kept is hydrilla. Okay, so this green plant is hydrilla. Fine. After you do this much, what you do is you keep it in sunlight. Now hydrilla is a water plant. So as soon as you keep it in sunlight, it will start photosynthesis, and when it will start photosynthesis, you will notice these small bubbles coming out. What are these bubbles? These bubbles are of oxygen gas which gets collected at the top of the test tube. Now if you test this gas, you will find it is oxygen. This proves that oxygen is evolved during photosynthesis. Okay, have you understood this? These are some 4 activities that you will be doing today. Okay, so please read them properly, understand them properly, and the rest of the topics will be taken up in your next lecture. Okay, so let us revise. Let us do the questions fast and let us revise. How do plants and animals depend on each other? Let us see. Animals depend on plants for oxygen and food. Okay, and how do plants depend on animals? They depend on animals for carbon dioxide, which they need for photosynthesis. Okay, now go to question number 2. In which form of carbohydrate do green plants make food? Do you know the answer? Yes, green plants make food in the form of glucose, but they store it in the form of, yes, tell me, starch. They store it in the form of starch, but they make it in the form of glucose. Third question. Why can't leaves kept in dark room prepare food? Yes, do you know that? Very simple. Leaves kept in dark room cannot prepare food because in dark room there is no sunlight and photosynthesis cannot take place in the absence of sunlight. Okay. Question number 4, first part. Plants do not take in carbon dioxide at night. See, carbon dioxide is required for photosynthesis. In night there is no sunlight, so no photosynthesis is taking place. So plants do not require carbon dioxide at night. Second, veins in the leaf have double pipeline. Double pipeline, what is double pipeline? It is the xylem and the phloem vessels. Xylem vessels transport water and phloem vessels transport the prepared food. Okay, so that is all for today. Thank you.